Hi everyone, I'm Kirsten from the Mass Realty Communications team, and today I'm actually here to talk with Will O'Connell about the incredible restaurant group that they have at Granite in Quincy. So they have 3 restaurants and some event spaces that we'll speak about. The restaurants being the Tavern, Crossing Nines, and the Links, and they have a couple event spaces with some different events that people hold. So they each have some different styles to them, and we'll go over what makes them so special and why you should go out down and check them out. So thank you so much for joining us today, Will. Could you please introduce yourself?
Thank you, Kristen, for inviting me. My name is Will O'Connell. I'm the Senior Vice President at Granite Links, and it's family owned, it's family developed. Extremely proud to be representing the family on this amazing golf club restaurant venue. We really are a bunch of different great things up on the hill, located in Quincy, and excited to be here today.
Right, that's awesome. Makes it extra special when it's a family owned and founded and operated thing. I think it makes it more easy to connect to the community through that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's excellent. All right, so before we start speaking about Granite Links in particular, I always want to start with kind of a bit of a broader question. So for you, why do you think that restaurants in particular can be really important to a community, and the events and stuff that you guys do as well?
That's a great question. Probably why I got into this business 20 years ago, dating myself here, my age. The restaurant business is so important for many different reasons, but I think the most important reason is the celebration with friends and family. When you can get together and gather around, turn a bad day into a good day over great food and beverage. It really is about the experiences, and that's probably my favorite word. The experiences at our restaurants that we try to deliver on a day-to-day basis with the multiple venues that we have on the hill is one of the most important goals that we have, the managers and the ownership at Granite Links. We want to give our guests, not our customers, our guests, each time they come to Granite Links, a memorable experience. Not just so they come back, but word of mouth. And the restaurant business touches so many different facets, from social gatherings to working professionals getting together, in addition to families celebrating someone's birthday and whatnot. So the restaurant business is critical to any community in surrounding areas, and especially this post-COVID world that we're living in, living and breathing on this rebound that we are trying to deliver on. Many people are here to celebrate and out and about, just trying to gather around and enjoy the great experiences that we try to offer.
Right. So at the end of the day, it's not just a restaurant, it's somewhere to come together and to spend time with people you love, or to develop important business relationships, all kinds of things there. It's more than
well
just
said, Kristen. It's one thing that I stress to my management team is that when you go to a particular restaurant, most places have a parking lot and 4 walls and a ceiling and chairs and tables inside. What's so special about Granite Links is the large areas, the outdoor spaces that we offer, and the different venues that we offer up on the hill. Attracts a lot of different types of groups and people. That's what makes us unique. That's what makes us different, so that we can provide what we hope our goal is to be a better experience.
Right. Well, that's a perfect little segue into you. If you could please introduce the different restaurants for us and tell us what makes them kind of similar and different.
Yeah, absolutely. Granite Links is obviously the development project is a 27-hole championship golf course. That is our, if you will, an anchor tenant to our business plan. But up on the hill, we have a full year-round award-winning Tavern restaurant that is open to the public. We have an award-winning Crossing Nines patio bar, which I'm biased, but I think it's the best 19th hole, or I should say 28th hole in the country. It is different with a unbelievable panoramic view of Blue Hills, the Boston skyline, water views. It's truly incredible. And then more recently, in the last couple of years, we have tried to make golf fun for everyone, and we built a links bar that is attached right to the driving range at Granite Links. It's set back far enough so that it doesn't interfere with the people that are practicing on their game, or even meeting with friends or working colleagues to chip and putt. So those are the three distinct food and beverage operations we have at Granite Links, all very different, two of them being seasonal, the Tavern being all year round. But what we try to incorporate into those three different businesses is what I think sets us apart from not just other golf clubs. They truly are food and beverage destinations in the restaurant business 6 miles south of Boston.
Okay, so it's not just somewhere that you'll eat because it's there after you're finished golfing. It's a destination on its own.
We've tried to run the analytics and the data. There is many more people that come up to Granite Links that aren't even golfing for the day.
Right.
And that's why we probably, and I'm sure if you would allow me to touch upon it at some point, we have some great private event spaces at Granite Links as well. And that's just, it helps incorporate the entire food and beverage program that we have. They're all working together to sell those experiences, but also a food and beverage program that's unlike anything else.
Right. Okay. That sounds really exciting. Yeah. We'll loop back to the events in just a little bit after we touch a bit more on the restaurants. So you said then that the Tavern's open to the public, and then the 2 patio restaurants, those are for members then?
I'm sorry if I said that. I want to be clear about that because I still get asked that question. Are you fully private? Are you public? Like, are we allowed to go there? And our marketing team, I promise you, they work very hard trying through social media and other, outlets to try to spread what our business really is. We are a private golf club and a public golf course. We are a hybrid business model that incorporates well over 500 members year to date. But we open up our tee sheet and allow the public to come up and play throughout the week. And that's what makes us different from the private club versus the public club. The amenities that we offer is really is many, but it's a strong food and beverage program. So these two other restaurant venues we have at Granite Links, the Links Bar and the Crossing Nines Patio, they are open to the public. It's not just for the members. The members love it, but it is open to the public and it is seasonal. We try to open up April 1st every season, weather dependent. And because of the golf season, we have been known to open all the way up through November. But some of those, bad falls that we have that interfere with that, those accounts are really the places to be 6 months out of the year. The Tavern, open to the public as well, is open all year long.
Okay, perfect. Good to clear that up, because I'm sure like you said, your marketing team's working really hard, but sometimes it just maybe gets a little confusing when you see a restaurant in a golf course. You're like, can I go there or not?
Right, I know.
Okay, well, that's great to hear, though, that anybody can come and check it out, and definitely that they probably want to. And normally from April to November for the outdoor patios.
Correct.
So what can people expect then? You talk a lot about experience. What can they expect when they come for food and drink at these different restaurants that you have here up on the hill?
Yeah, in particular, I'll start off with the Links and the Crossing Nines. Although they're connected, we run the two different venues kind of differently because one, you want to be in the action right up against the driving range. Yeah. So the menu for both the Nines and the Links has to be more casual dining, shareable items, some great appetizers, shareable pizzas that a group of 4 or 6 or 8 can split up. But things that are easy to eat and quick. But the drink menu, we offer beer on tap, and bottled beer, canned beer, a variety of liqueurs and liquors and spirits, wine. We sell everything because we're a full operating restaurant throughout the summer. Specialty drinks are very, very popular. We have been known for our branding, our stag, which is our company logo. We put them on all of our specialty drinks, and it's probably most people's first choice because
Right.
we use fresh ingredients and seasonal drinks that are modern and up to date, but also with our own little sizzle to it. Our favorite drink probably at the Crossing Nines and the Links Bar is our Vacation.
Yeah.
Um, it's our version of a patio painkiller. We use Bacardi coconut, orange juice, pineapple juice, Myers Flow, a little bit of nutmeg. It's delicious.
Sounds
Um,
very refreshing.
it's delicious, and
Yeah.
we're obviously Granite Links is our flagship to our larger restaurant group on the South Shore. That's a particular drink that I sell at all of our restaurants. But my favorite go-to food at the Links and the Crossing Nine Bar is our shareable pizzas. The mushroom brie is by far everyone's favorite. And we've been known to sell a Fenway pizza at the Tavern and the Crossing Nines, which is a large pepperoni cheese pizza. And we're so close you can almost see Fenway Park from the Crossing Nines patio bar. So the food is very good, and the drinks are we put a lot of effort behind it.
Right. That's nice to find something fresh and different, right? Sometimes you find yourself going to restaurants over and over again, and it's almost the same kind of cocktail menu. So it's nice to see a little bit of, and for food as well. So something a little bit
Listen,
different.
I'll touch upon that too, because the Tavern that's open all year round.
Yeah.
We are really getting behind a brunch push where we're opening up on Sundays at 10 a.m. But what's really, really important to point out to the audience is that the award-winning Tavern has 4 seasonal menus. Our team gets behind a new menu 4 times a year, which allows a large variety and new items to always be popping up. And the occasional mistake that when we might pull an item off and everyone is upset about it, allows us to bring it back in the next season. Because we do have a great collaboration with our guests at Granite Links. But the Tavern is special. There's, again, post-COVID, the world is on a rebound, and supplies and food scarcity is very prevalent around the entire country. And it is our goal to continue to keep a larger menu in place and a wider variety to just push through and keep our guests as happy as possible.
Right. Okay. Well, that's great to hear that there's also rotation within your restaurant. So you can always expect something new 4 times a year then.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Excellent. And unless there's something that's really popular, maybe it sticks around a little bit longer.
That our item from day one, don't quote me on this, I think 2003, we have had our shrimp cocktail, which is one of the items that has never come off the menu. And we have tried to stick to the same price with the same amount of shrimp. They're delicious, they're freshly peeled every single day.
Right.
But that is something that will never come off the menu.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you have to have your old faithful too, right? At the end of the day. Okay. That's excellent. So you mentioned your favorites from the patios. What's your favorite dish that we have at Tavern right now, I guess, since the menu is rotation?
At the Tavern, new initiative that we've added is, and it's so new, we literally added this like 2 weeks ago, is a steak section. I actually even have it right here where, it's fresh brand beef. We partnered with a company that we're going to be ordering daily to come in, and the varieties is obviously your signature, the petite filet and a regular filet. I think it's important to have 2 different size fillets, and a delicious New York sirloin and a bone-in ribeye. This is new to the Tavern because the Tavern is known for great value. When you come here to Granite Links in Quincy, we give very, very healthy portions at a great price. We do not gouge our customers, in my opinion, and we are known for that. We stick to giving great value so that our guests continue to come back. We don't want to see our people come once a year. We want to see them come as often as possible. So we know that we have to work with our partners in our food and beverage programs from our suppliers so that we give a great price and we can put out portions there so that people feel that they're not taking advantage of it in any way. This section is just something that our guests have been asking for because they know we deliver on the value and how delicious everything is. I think this section is going to have great success to our guests in the near future.
Right, that sounds very exciting. It's nice to hear there's something brand new. It's kind of like a good excuse to make every day a special occasion, right? Why not come down just because?
Absolutely, and we have the pasta section. We have,
Yeah.
you know, a regular entree section, and our salads are delicious at the Tavern. So we offer something for everybody.
Right, that's excellent to hear. So do you have a favorite drink in the Tavern, or is it the same cocktail as the patio one
And
as well?
that vacation that's a special one.
Yeah, that's
But
fair.
no,
That's a good answer.
we have an extensive wine list.
Mhm.
You know, the liquor companies that we partner with, we offer great selections for the house, the calls, and the premiums. Anyone that's been here, you know, would agree with me that we offer something for everyone. But anyone that is new to Granite Links, they will not be disappointed with any of our selections. Everything is really good.
Right. Okay. And don't be afraid to ask, I guess, and what
Ask,
you
ask,
have.
ask. And that's what's great about Granite Links too. I have to, at some point in any meeting I ever have, I applaud and appreciate our staff. We've worked really, really hard to get as many full-time employees working at Granite Links. It is a very large business, but our staff is there all year round, even with seasonal accounts. So yes, I will put my team up against anyone's team. When people come to Granite Links, do not be afraid to ask for something. We do not like saying no.
Great. Well, that's great. A good team really makes a total, a really big difference. I find when you go into a restaurant, you can tell whether the staff are enjoying being there or not, and if they love their jobs, and that it really brings, like you said, the experience to a new level, I think, as well.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a family, like I told you, I started off with that. It's family owned. So our employees, we want to treat them like family, and I know they treat my family like their own family as well.
Oh, that's lovely. It's so nice to hear. All right, so I think it's a good time we can circle back and talk a little bit about the event spaces that you have as well that you guys offer.
Okay. I'm always excited to talk about the events at Granite Links.
Okay.
If you have not been there, you truly will be blown away when you go up to the hill because of the 360-degree view that we offer. There's the real estate and the opportunity to show off that Boston skyline. We have to be a place for special gatherings. So we have two particular event facilities at Granite Links. And one is our award-winning ballroom, where we host over 100 weddings a year, in addition to corporate events, bridal showers, baby showers, any special gathering that someone is looking to have. This huge ballroom can break up into different spaces, and we can accommodate 30 guests, 40 guests, up to well over 400. And being involved in the community as much as the team is up on the hill, our salespeople and operations department run the events at Granite Links better than anyone. It is a fine-tuned machine that just operates 7 days a week, and the ballroom sits above the tavern and overlooks one of our holes with a water fountain in the Boston skyline. It truly is a beautiful place for any event, but it really is a wedding destination. It's beautiful. The other more recent facility that we have for private events is in our pavilion tent. And it's in between the Crossing Nines and the Tavern. It's a full outdoor tent that can run any type of event as well. We do many weddings in that tent, birthday parties, the same thing. When someone comes to Granite Links and they're looking for a gathering, our events team will offer both venues. So one is inside with an outdoor balcony, and another one is completely outside.
Right.
And on a beautiful summer day, it might be the best view on the entire property.
Wow. Okay. That's amazing. So lots of options then there for events as well, for any size and any kind of style, I guess. That's excellent.
And throughout the year, obviously the pavilion tent is seasonal.
Right.
But the ballroom, we have thrown galas and New Year's Eve weddings and Christmas parties for corporate clients. We try to do it all.
Wow, that's awesome. Great. So definitely worth checking out if anybody that's watching is thinking about having an event anytime soon. Run up onto the hill and speak with your team. That's excellent. So circling back a little bit to community, does the Granite Links group get involved with the community outside of its restaurants and the golf course in any way?
Yes, absolutely. Granite Links wouldn't. That's a great question because community. I have two little boys, and we're, as involved in the sports programs, involved in the schools. It starts and ends with community, right? So Granite Links wouldn't be here today if it didn't develop a relationship with the city of Quincy and the town of Milton. We have a partnership with the town of Milton because some of our golf holes are in Milton.
Oh, okay.
So the collaboration and the partnership right out of the gate on developing this amazing property had to start with the community and the local officials and the politicians and really trying to create this one-of-a-kind destination in Quincy and Milton. And it didn't stop there. So once the shovel went in the ground, and then once the first hole was built, and once the first restaurant was built, we always went back to the surrounding communities, the neighborhoods, the local officials, the politicians on how we all work together as a team. And what that leads to is fundraising, partnerships with different organizations that want to host events at Granite Links, or we want to support financially or giving our time. And then it also leads to now they become golfers or potential members or our customers at one of our food and beverage venues. It really is a partnership from day one that Granite Links had with the community. And now that we are fully built and membership is at an all-time high, we get asked all the time on what we can do to support the community, and we say yes, and what can we do more? Because it leads to more collaboration, partnerships, friendships, business, B2B business. It's really important to us.
Right. That's awesome.
And I answer your question because it's super important to me, but it's a broad answer because it's been a long time of amazing people that have come together to get behind certain causes. And
that sounds great.
we want to continue it.
Yeah, no, that sounds awesome. Like you said, from day one, it's just all about community and you guys hosting fundraisers. And I mean, at the end of the day, any business in a community, if they're providing a great service as well, is a part of the community. Like you said, it leads back to people coming out to golf and then you guys getting involved with their team. And it's just a really beautiful circular community involvement. That's great.
Absolutely.
Beautiful. All right. So is there anything up and coming for the group for you guys? Anything new and interesting? I mean, you have this awesome steak menu added, but is there anything else you want to mention?
No, I think I would like to finish with how hard the team has worked post-COVID to keep people employed, to work with our clients, our wedding clients that have had to post their weddings, and how we work together to keep Granite Links going and then survive and rebound. I call it the rebound to remember, so that we can be best prepared, best practices to run a better operation going forward. And it took a village. It took every single buddy at Granite Links that works for us, from employees to management to ownership, to survive. And now we're hungry. We are looking to grow. We have other restaurants and golf clubs in the portfolio outside of Quincy. So I think Granite Links' future is going to be really, really bright. We want to be known as the best business model that hosts private and public golf membership in the country. And you need a great food and beverage program, and you need a great team, and that's where we're going to take it.
Right. Well, I think that's a great point for us to finish up. It sounds like you guys have worked really hard. I know everybody's been through a bit of a rough year, but like you said, the rebound to remember, we're going back out cautiously but surely.
Absolutely.
And I definitely wish you all the best to the team and everybody that's worked so hard there. So thank you so much for speaking with us today, Will.
Thank you very much. And if there's anyone that wants to come visit or reach out, you have my information, Kristen. I really appreciate the opportunity to talk to you today.
Sure. Thanks so much. That was great. And just a quick note for anybody checking this out, if you do want to speak to us as well about your restaurant or establishment, please do get in touch and we'd love to speak to you.